Hi there. mygraphico.com have asked me to produce a video for them to show you how to use digital stamps. I've never used digital stamps before, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for me to show you guys how easy it is for a complete beginner, which I am. So I've had a quick look at their site and it looks dead easy to use. So let's go and have a look at it. So just click on your Internet Explorer icon, which will open up your browser, and then type in the web address www.mygraphico.com. And here it opens up their website, which is a really lovely website, and they've got loads and loads of digital stamps for sale, but also they've got a freebie section, which is always good. So if you go down the menus on the left hand side and under the categories menu, just click on the freebies. And they've got quite a few pages of freebies. There's I think 5 pages of freebies here, which is great. And the freebie I want, I believe, is on page 4. So I'll just click on that. I want to use this one in my demonstration today. So it's the Free Stitch Flowers Clipart set. So if you just click on the picture, it'll take you to the main page showing you the full design. And if you go all the way to the bottom of the page, there's the download button. And if you click on that, it'll open up this file download box. And you need to say, click on save. Now, it'll ask you where it wants you to save it. And you can save it wherever you like. But I'm going to save it on the desktop for the purpose of this demonstration. And then just click save. Okay, when it's finished doing that, you can minimize your window by clicking on this little button here, and then you can see it's appeared on my desktop, SD Stitch Flowers. Now this is a WinRAR or a WinZip file. Now this is basically just a folder that's got compressed files in it, so it's to save space and to make downloading faster. But what you need to do before you can actually use it is to extract it. So if you right click on it and then click on Extract to SD Stitch Flowers. What this will do is create a normal Windows folder on your desktop, and it'll have all the files extracted in there, so it'll all be kept in one place. So we just click on that, and you can see it's come up here. And if you double click on this folder, you can see all of your files inside it now. And they come in several formats. You've got the JPEG and the PNG files, which are just 2 different types of picture files. But today we're only interested in the JPEG files, and you can see here they've all downloaded into this folder. And we're going to be using this one today. Now you can use this in any software you like. You can go for the whole Adobe Photoshop and really go to town on it, or you can just use it in something really simple like Microsoft Word, which is what we're going to use today. So if you go down to your start bar and click on all programs, and if you go down to Microsoft Office, click on that, you'll find Word in this menu here at the bottom. Now this opens up your Word document. I've got Microsoft 2007, so it's got a slightly different layout to the old style, but essentially it does exactly the same thing. They're just in slightly different layout, and you've got the Microsoft ribbon here. Now we need to insert a picture, so you can see all these tabs along the top here. Just click on insert, and then there's the insert picture here, and just click on that. Now we saved our files on the desktop, so we'll click back on the desktop, and then you've got here this Stitch Flower file folder that we just created. Double click on that. We want to use the JPEG version, so we'll go into that file folder, and I wanted the flower 3, and so we'll double click on that, and then it'll appear in your document. Now a couple of things to say about resizing these is you should only use the corners to resize. Don't use these middle buttons here, and there's also one at the bottom, because if you do, you'll just skew the shape, and you can see that there. If you do happen to do that by accident, all you need to do is click on the undo button at the top. But basically you can resize your object to make it smaller here, or you can make it larger to fill the page if you wish. And you notice it doesn't lose any quality. They're designed not to lose any picture quality, which is brilliant. But anyway, if you go to the top corner here, you've got the size of your picture. Now I know that I only need mine to be set 10 centimeters high. So if you just type in 10 here and hit enter, it'll resize it to the size that you've specified, and it'll also make sure that the width doesn't skew, so it keeps the same size and width, but just makes it smaller or bigger. So this is the right size now for me to print, so I can go ahead and print it. So if you click on your office icon and click print, you can choose which printer you want to print off and how many copies you want, and then just hit OK. And then I'll meet you back at my craft desk and we'll make a card using it. Okay, so I've already pre-cut some of these papers down, and I'm just going to use this Fiskars punch now to punch out a border. I think this one's called a threading water punch, and I love it, and I use it quite a lot actually, and it's good for many different types of projects. I've used it on wedding cards, birthday cards, thank you cards, lots of different uses, so it's worth buying. So I'm just going to stick this down now onto the bit of flowered pattern paper that I've got cut out. Just making sure it's on there square. So I'm just using my pad below just to make sure it's all lined up and parallel. And then I'm just cutting off the very top bit of this pattern paper because I thought it was a bit too big. And I also wanted to use the other side, which is an orange colour. And I should have done this before, but I just slipping it underneath that threading water pattern bit, just to give that a bit of definition. And then I'm going to stick this whole thing down onto the base card, which is just your standard size craft cardstock. And then I always make this slightly too wide so that I can cut it down to be exactly the right width. And then I'm just going to snip off the excess here. Then I'm just cutting into the spine of the card so I can thread some ribbon through it. And I'm not going to tie a knot, I'm going to use some staples on this, so I'm just going to stick this little edge down. Oops, it fell out. This little edge of the ribbon down here. And then all I need to do is just stick down a little bit of the ribbon here just to hold it in place, because I'm going to staple it. I'm going to kind of fold and pleat the ribbon and then staple it every so often. You'll be able to see the photo at the end better. But I'm just kind of folding it and then stapling it and then folding it in a different direction. And I just keep doing that until I've got like a nice amount of it, and then I just stop and then cut the ribbon to length and then just stick it down on the inside of the card. This is what I'm just doing here. And then just snip off the top two corners with my corner punch. So that's the basic card done. Here I'm just cutting around my my digital stamp that I've already stitched. I couldn't show you on this video because there's just simply not enough time, but I've stitched it all using some embroidery thread, and now I'm just going to attach it to my card like that, and I'm going to use some 3D stickers. I love the fact that I can make this flower whatever size I wanted. You wouldn't get that kind of versatility with a normal stamp, so yeah, these digital stamps are definitely the way forward. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll be back soon with another card tutorial. Bye!